Yeah, batteries not required. Well, that's kind of a family joke. Back in the early 90s, my mother recorded this on VHS. Now, I don't know if you can read this, but on the title of the cassette she wrote, "Batteries are not required." Well, I guess that means the same thing. But I wonder what other titles she would have come up with if she had recorded other VHS videos for me. Hmm. A Nightmare on Elm Street? How about Neighborhood Unrest? Evil Dead? Evil Deceased? Titanic? Boat Ride? Anyway, I just thought I'd share that. Batteries Not Included was one of my favorites growing up, so let's take a look. It starts off showing a photo of an old diner that has stood in the neighborhood for decades. The neighborhood is now torn down, and thugs hired by a corporation are trying to scare the tenants and owners out of their beloved building. As Frank defends his diner, the strong arms continue to make life miserable for the tenants, even going as far as to smash up the couple's diner, Frank and Faye, in this old sad neighborhood. Frank, along with refusing the corporation to move out, he deals with his fun-loving wife Faye suffering from dementia, so we have the diner smashed up, a heartbreaking scene, and even the cops won't intervene. And with Faye's state of mind and the diner smashed up, Frank desperately pleads for help to seemingly no one.
Please. Somebody. Help us.
Not knowing his prayers would be answered in an unusual way, the imagination and fantastical part of the story begins after establishing the plight of their desperate situation. Their little friends have a knack for being able to fix things, among other abilities I won't spoil for you. The diner is miraculously fixed up and looks brand new thanks to their friends. I should note that the character Mason wants to keep the building as a landmark, the only thing that will save the building, but his plea is rejected because the building is just too run down. So, the diner is restored, much to the chagrin of the corporation trying to get them out. Carlos is frustrated and investigates and ends up getting a taste of his own medicine from the special visitors. The female is sparking up, and maybe that's part of the reason why they're here. To feed? And why? Well, to get it on, huh? Robots having sex, that's a first for me. The tenants try to give help, and the female UFO gives birth, but maybe that's why they're here. So the business is back in full swing, and the UFO friends help out around the diner. It's very playful and lightens the atmosphere of the movie, even for a brief moment. Everything is wonderful. And this part was kinda cute too. Carlos tries to bring the building down. The male UFO defends it and gets hit with an axe, and this just breaks your heart. The UFOs are so gentle and wondrous and lovable, but Harry puts the gloves on to defend his mechanical friend and takes care of business, a very satisfying scene. There is also a runt baby UFO, which is adorable, best befriended by Harry. Harry letting the baby go was heart-wrenching, but sometimes you have to let go of the things you love. The corporation sets the building on fire, with Faye still inside the building. With the building burnt down, all seems lost in the film, with a downer ending, but in a wonderful display of gratitude from the UFO friends, the whole population of friends show up. The building is fully restored in and out, and leaves you with a great finish to an enchanting story. Steven Spielberg brings us a wonderful tale of these fantastic flying beings, and the bond between the tenants and these UFOs that seem to show up at the right time. Questions of fate are throughout the movie, and begs the question, do things happen for a reason? By far, my favorite character is Faye. She's so lovable, but not all there.
Faye, I need you to be with me now.
Was that Bobby? I think it was Bobby. So when it rains, it don't thin out the liquor.
Muriel has a red record. Makes the pills go down.
Sure.
I mean, how could you not love her? It's a wonderfully imaginative story which is well written with great character arcs and backstory on the characters. Well, that's Batteries Not Included, or Batteries Not Required. It was one of my childhood favorites. It captures the imagination and brings you into an entertaining and heartwarming ride. If you haven't checked it out, give it a look. I'm sure that you'll love it. This is Pat for HMRG. Thanks for watching.
Batteries not included.